This week's video is going to be how to do group projects using Google Classroom and Google Drive. So let's look at the first way. I've got an assignment here in Google Classroom called Stop Motion Presentation, and I'm logged in as a student. So this is what they would see, and when they open the assignment, I've got all my requirements and explanation up here, and if they go down here, there is no document for them to work on. So this is the first method, and this is they create the document. And when they get together with their group, I tell them that I want one person in their group to be the boss. They're going to be in charge of making sure that everybody's working, and they're going to be in charge of making of the document itself, because we want one person per group to create this document. So that one person, whoever that is going to come down here and click Create. And my assignment is a slideshow, but this will work with a doc, with a sheet, or with a drawing. So they would click for my class Slides, and Google Classroom is going to automatically create a slideshow for my group to work on. Here it is. So I'm going to click on this, and then I tell them that the boss needs to share this slideshow with their group members. And how they do that is they go up here and they click Share, and they type in the names of the other people in their group. And once they've typed in their name, they hit Done. Now I tell everybody else in the group that what they're going to do is they're going to open up a tab, and they're going to go to Google Drive, and the other group members are going to click on Shared with Me. And I tell them to just look for the document in here. And this is a little bit confusing the first day we do it, but the second day they've picked up on it and they remember what to do. I usually will put like a reminder or something on the board. I'll say, okay, if you don't remember how to do it, just go to Google Drive, click on Shared with Me, and open up your document. Now the group leader, their document will always be over here in Google Classroom. If they wanted to, they could go to Google Drive, but their copy of the presentation will actually be inside the Classroom folder here, and then they got to go into their the folder for their class, and then it'll be in here. It's just easier to tell the bosses, okay, bosses, you guys go to Google Classroom, everybody else go to Google Drive and click Shared with Me. The second method for doing this, and I've got another assignment down here, I've got my Westward expansion presentation, and when we're in class I tell them, okay, everybody open up the thing, the assignment. And for this one, I have actually created the document for them. And again, it's going to be a similar setup. I tell the bosses of the group, I tell them, okay, bosses, open up your copy in Google Classroom. And I tell them, okay, go up to Share, click on the Share button, and then type in the names of your group members and hit Done. And then from then on, it's the same way as the other method. The difference between the two is it used to be that Google Classroom, if I created the document and gave it to the students to fill out, if they tried to share it, Google Classroom would not let them share it. Now, it seems to have changed, and it seems to allow them to do it. But I wanted to show you both methods in case they start getting an error message that says that you cannot share this document. You have to ask for permission to share it from the teacher. So those are the two methods. One of the advantages to doing group projects with Google Classroom rather than, say, Microsoft Office is that because this is shared between the students, there's one copy of the document. You don't have to have 5 people crowded around one computer. Every single student could be on their own computer. They would all have the copy of the presentation open, and they would actually see each other typing stuff in and moving objects around. It's really convenient. Students can be sick at home and be working on this at home or in ISS. I'm going to show you that right now. On the right side, I'm logged in as a student, and on the left side, I'm logged in as a teacher. And I'll do this sometimes just to make sure that groups are working on their project, because I can go in and I can open up their presentation and I can watch them as they work. So I'm going to be over here on the student side, and I'm going to click here and I'm going to type the title. And if you notice on my teacher side, you can see this student actually typing. And if I create a new slide or make any kind of a drawing, it shows up. Another thing that I like to do is when they're doing group work in my class, I won't let them sit next to each other, because I want them to see that Google Classroom and Google Drive makes it so that distance is no longer a problem, or location is no longer a problem. They can be going down the road in their parents' car, and in the back seat they've got their tablet out and be making changes to this document. So one of the things I show them is how to communicate inside their document. And how they do that is by clicking on this button right here. And this button only shows up if there's more than one person in the document. And to be honest, most kids figure it out pretty quickly. But if they click this, they can now chat, and everybody who's in the group, everybody that has a copy of this document open, can see this chat. So they can post links to things that they found, and they can use this to communicate with each other quietly, which is always a nice thing. So that's how I do group projects in Google Classroom.